Good evening and welcome to BB on Blast with me, Lindsay. For the first time on my own podcast, I'm slightly drunk, which I'm not sure is a good idea, but let's face it, we needed a drink. Oh my god, what just happened? I say just happened, obviously I'm a day late and $1 short. Okay, first Brexit, now Trump. Where were you late night jamboree? Why did Morgan just win that program? Name me one fucking thing Morgan did. Jason, this is like fucking your boy Paul losing all over again. This is 2016 is the year of injustice. It's the year of heartbreak, devastation, and people voting the wrong fucking way. Like, what the fuck? Where were you, podsters? Like, I asked you to vote for Jason. What the fuck happened? What happened? This is like, who was voting for Morgan? Was it your mum and dad? Was it the same people who voted for Trump? Morgan! You can tell even Alex didn't fucking vote for Morgan. She is going to be fuming that Morgan won that money. Honestly, I don't know where to start. I'm going to start with the end because we've got to, haven't we? Jason's little face when he was waiting for the results to be read out, like, he looked so, like, full of anticipation. Like, he must have thought he smashed it. And when Julie said, oh, the vote has changed, like, they always say that shit, don't they? Dermot says that shit on the X Factor, and Davina used to say on Big Brother, like, oh, the vote has changed so many times. You're like, oh, bollocks, it's just to make me ring in more. But this was finished, so you think, is Julie lying to me? Who knows? She said shit earlier. But says only 20,000 votes between them. I want to know how many votes there were overall. I wish that they'd say that. Maybe they've released that information, but I would love to know that. And she said it's one of the closest votes in the history of the game. What history of what game? BBOTT. No one's ever voted for a winner before on Big Brother USA. Closer than like when people vote for bok choy and baby food for the have-nots. What is she talking about? Of course it is. She said Morgan had won. Why? Why did Morgan win? I don't understand. Morgan looked shocked. Jason looked genuinely, like, shell-shocked. He looked green. He looked like he was going to pass out. 2016. Where did it go wrong for Jason? Was it talking smack about Justin and just being like a little bitchy little git? I don't mind that. There's like some of my favourite things about Jason. Do you think if he'd had enough cigarettes to last him the whole entire game that he would have won? It's possible. $25,000. That's nothing. What is Morgan going to spend all that money on? She didn't do anything. She did nothing. What the fuck is going on, America? America, you goddamn lost your fucking mind. Oh no, now I'm getting drunk and belligerent. Okay, let's dial it back. Let's go back to the start of the week and do a post-mortem on this whole thing, okay? Okay, come with me. Okay, so cast your mind back to the start of the week. Now, that veto with the corn, the ears of corn, I realised that I really fucked up because the whole thing was it was to do with a maze, and corn is maize, and I somehow missed that altogether, which makes me look pretty stupid, which I think I am. But I just wanted to say I did finally pick up on that when it was explained to me in another podcast. I just want to say thanks to Laurie for emailing me stuff, but I've not looked at your emails because I was worried about spoilers, but I'll look at them after this. Side note. And everyone on the podcast I listen to, everyone's going, oh, that veto was shit with the corn maze, but I actually like that veto. I thought it was quite good. I like the maze ones. I think they're good. Oh, Shelby dropped her I've gone to law school bombshell. God, that was mentioned like about 2,500 times tonight. I don't care. She's still an idiot. I hate Shelby. Oh, God. It's probably Shelby's fault that Jason didn't win because he was slut-shaming her so much. Victim blame. So Julie announced that the winner of the final HOH goes to the finale and can take one person with them. So, yeah, we knew what was going to happen there. Morgan said that Alex was her sister. Chrissy already knew. And Jason went, oh, like Scott. That must be the official noise you have to make when you find out Morgan and Alex are sisters. Oh. Thanks, Rob, as a podcast for that. I do have some original content, mainly to do with swearing and being English. So, yeah, Chrissy said she doesn't think they look alike. She still didn't believe it. Whatever, Chrissy. Oh, Chrissy. Justin looked very confused by the whole situation. But then Justin's looked confused for the past 80 days or whatever. So the HOH competition. I'd watched that at the end of my last podcast, but I couldn't work out what was going on. But this time you could see what was going on, but it was still shit. Justin's like, oh, I've not been really studying who has been HOH each week. No shit, mate. And Justin also said in the DR, would this go out on CBS? I'm usually good at finding the hole, but this is terrible. It definitely made him say that because he laughed at the end in an embarrassed fashion. Filth. Morgan can't get the ball to do what she wants it to do, but she's in the ball smashers. The balls are getting their revenge on her at last. Cue the ball smasher sound effect. I've forgotten how that sound effect goes already. They did play it on the vinyl though, it was good. So Jason won that HOH. It was very sort of, like in Shawshank Redemption when he climbs out that hole. Jason was crying, it was raining. I don't know if it was raining actually, but Chrissy's like, oh yeah, I'll take second place. I'll give it to you, Jason. All right, Chrissy. Jason basically said he wasn't going to take Justin. Justin was like, I'm fucked. Justin, poor Justin, he didn't win anything. He did win that thing where he had to walk across the tightrope though, so, and he has got his pizza song. And he has got a lovely sense of style. I like his little top knot that he was wearing recently. And when he was talking about Thanksgiving, I liked his shirt he had on then. Jason's going, oh, Justin's floated through this whole game. What about your bitch Chrissy? What has she done? Nothing. Apart from come in with her eyebrows drawn on nicely and gone out with them not there at all. Jason said, I'll be like Cody if I take Justin. Let's just take the most charismatic person that's ever been on the show to the end. And I've been a complete arsehole this year. He's just too likeable. Yeah, Jason, perhaps you should have reined in being an arsehole a bit and then you might have won. Fucking idiot. And Morgan was like, where's the loyalty with the ball smashers? Which is actually a good point. Did Morgan just win by being a genuinely nice person? Because you know what? I actually like Morgan as well. In fact, if you listen back to my old podcast, why would you do that? I said I like Morgan the whole way through, so she's actually a nice person. But, who wants to be nice? As Morrissey once said, I've spent my whole life in ruins because of people who are nice, so fuck Morgan. Chrissy said, me and Jason are the king and queen of the jamboree. That's like the king and queen of fuck all, because you got 25 grand between you, and 25 grand of that is Jason, so well. How is Jason going to gold plate his mum's basement with 25 grand? He's just going to have to soundproof it with egg boxes or something instead. I like the way Jason dropped it on Justin that he wasn't going to take him to the final three. He was like, unfortunately for Justin, I'm going to have to save you, Chrissy. I like the way he just said that. He just stuck the knife in really quick. And then Justin's like, fuck it, we've had a good run. And then Justin started prancing around going, yeah, I can win this thing. And then Jason got annoyed and put his headphones on. I wonder what Jason was listening to. I'd like to know that. If you know what Jason's HOH CD was, can you tell me? As if anyone cares now. Well, I do. I like knowing what music if you know any of the music they listen to, I'd like to know, because it makes me either gain or lose respect for them depending on what they listen to. So then we had Thanksgiving. It's a bit like Keisha's birthday, wasn't it? It was like a bit of a hot mess. I like the fact that they got recipes from home instead of letters from home, but then they got letters from home as well. They never had letters from home on BBOTT before, have they? Just the videos they have sometimes. That is not something that we want to import from the UK, letters from home, because letters from home is crap. Shred, shred, shred. Oh yeah, they have it on Canada because of Ica. Kenny Brain. Fuck it, I'm gay. Justin was basically having a strop at this point. He refused to read out his letter. He went to bed, and he wouldn't cook the turkey. But then after Chrissy cooked it, he got up and ate it, which I think is a bit rude. Like, come on, you're the cook, you should cook it, really. I wonder if it tasted nice. No one really said. And then he went sulking back off to bed. I didn't blame Justin for that, though. Like, everyone's like, oh, Justin's a poor loser or whatever. Justin got, like, the shaft by his own alliance, like, at the end. I don't blame him for being pissed off. Anyone would be in that situation. Plus, it's Thanksgiving. He was homesick. I felt sorry for him. And this is probably the undoing of Jason's gang, when Jason and Chrissy were being such bitches about Justin all the time. And then, Morgan said to Justin, in Chrissy's defence, Justin's just like, don't talk to me, and, like, slammed out the door. That was funny. So Jason announced in this ceremony, that he was taking Chrissy to the end. Chrissy's like, oh, thank you. It's like, he's taking you to the end because he thinks he can beat you, bitch. Like, relax. And then Morgan versus Justin battled for final 3. Now, this is where I lose track, because I didn't seem to have the highlights of their battle. So I have no idea, like, how close it was or what even happened. I just saw it previously on Big Brother. Julia's like, oh, Justin went out. Was it, can someone tell me? I know I'm supposed to be telling you because I'm doing the podcast, but I wanted to podcast fresh off of watching it, so I don't want to go back and watch. I've not seen Justin's interview, and I've not seen that. Was it veto? No, head to head or whatever. So, was it even close? Was Justin pissy when he left? Was there, like, bad blood left behind? He went out looking like he was, like, dressed to, like, take the bins out. He looked a right state in that horrible jacket he had on. Normally he looks lovely. It was a bit of a shame, really, to see him go out like that, looking like a bin man. I wish I'd seen that competition, though. I don't know what happened with the highlights there. I just want to say, though, thank you to Renfrace for all your highlights that you've given me this, because I couldn't have watched it without that, actually. And Dr. Detroit, he had some good shit up his sleeve too, so props to them. Props! Yeah, so how I found out Justin was gone was I turned on the finale episode, and Julie's like, just showed, like, the final 3, and Justin wasn't there. I was like, fuck! And then the voiceover goes, like, in the final HOH, Jason proved to be a baller. A baller? Is he still doing time, or... At least a baller actually won Big Brother, unlike Jason. There's a lot of balls in this year's BBOT, isn't there? There's the ball smashers. There's all the competitions with balls in. There's Jason going on about men's balls. Balls were, like, theme of the year, if anything. Justin's interview, I bet that was good. Yeah, dig? I will watch that at some point, but probably not now. Okay, so we had our final 3, and I have assessed their outfit choices for you. Jason had on very skinny jeans, a jacket, and he had one of his bejeweled collars on again, but it was like deer or like antelope or something. I've got a ring that is exactly the same as Jason's little collar. What are those called? The little things that go on your collar. They're quite nice in a way. They kind of look really straight in a way. I don't know. But I like them, but I have a ring exactly like that. It's like that thing off of True Detective. It's really cool. Anyway, I digress. Chrissy, red lipstick, yes. Flower in the hair, yes. Roots, no. Could they not give her a box of bleach? On BBUK, they get a hairdresser come in and sort them out on the vinyl. That leopard print dress with the red bow. Eek. Although, the way Chrissy dresses, she does kind of remind me of me. Like, maybe like 5 years ago or something. So I do kind of admire, like, her frumpy ways. I like the fact that she just, like, looks a state. She don't really give a fuck. It's quite good. Morgan's red dress, not even an eek or a chic, just a... Oh, God. So then they did, like, basically, like, a series roundup, but they did it, like, through Jason's eyes, and then Chrissy's eyes, and then Morgan's eyes. Like, oh, it's bad enough just sitting through the highlights all the season without it being like, do you remember when? At least didn't have the, the supper thing, but still, it's the same sort of thing. Jason said, bye Shelby, enjoy being a lawyer, it sounds boring as shit. Well, at least she's going to earn some decent money. And Jason admitted he thinks he could beat Chrissy at the end. You can beat Chrissy. Chrissy, there's nothing in her best bits that were interesting. Morgan's weren't either, apart from she had Cornbread's fuck you all moment in it, and the ball smasher sound effect, that was it. It was really tedious to see the highlights from 3 different perspectives, like fucking Walking Dead fucking one-handers, fuck you. Lawan and one of the twins is in the audience with Morgan's family. Vix, magical powers. Doesn't Luan like live on an annex on the CBS studios? He must do. The old house guests. I actually really enjoyed this bit. It was like, because Julie actually spoke to them for like quite a good amount of time, and there was obviously some beef there. Shane's haircut, disgusting. I prefer his old look. Scott's tank top, and his trousers. Oh, and his beard. Oh, Scott, you make me want to vomit. Ugh. Neely's hair looked massive. Whitney looked nice, green dress. Danielle looked nice in a purple velvet dress. Danielle's hair looked really, really nice. I liked her blonde hair. It looked really good. Everyone looked well shifty on the panel. Julie was then like ripping it out. Chrissy like showed her a picture of Alex and Morgan together outside the house. Chrissy's like, oh, okay, I'm dumb. Yeah. Going on about Shelby being a lawyer again. No one cares. Alex said Jason was protected by America, which was true. Housemates were scared to target him. Yeah, that's true. When Morgan was talking, Alex looked pissed off. I thought she looked screw-faced. I suppose she is annoyed that Morgan beat her. It seemed quite awkward between them, I thought. The diary room highlights bit. That was good. I like that because it wasn't... The thing I didn't like... I really liked the diary room sessions this year, but the thing I didn't like was like the set structure. It was too rigid. Like, oh, you have 2 minutes there, and get them to talk about those set things. I would much rather see them just talk about any old thing, like demanding cigarettes or alcohol or whatever, like they do on BBUK. Like on BBUK, we used to have this show called Diary Room Uncut on for an hour, where they just used to have like funny bits in the diary room and like people throwing strops, and it was like the people crying bit. That was kind of like it. So I do hope that they take the diary room stuff through to the main show, BB19, but I think they should just make it less rigid. Like the questions, fine, do that bit as well, but then have just like a weekly package of like just the best diary room bits, because that's a whole season. There was loads of good bits there that were interesting, so I think it'd be good to have more of that, because I think people want to see that, because it's like you do get to see like a different side of the housemates. I like it. Poor Scott with Alex going, I don't fancy him. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, less scripted diary rooms is the way to go. Oh yeah, and then Julie was commenting about the swearing, and she said, the beauty of being on the internet is you can say what you want. Shit. My jaw actually dropped when Julie said shit. You don't expect it of the Chembot, do you? The Zingbot, maybe, but not the Chembot. They showed some more clips. Justin salsa dancing. He said it wasn't strategy. It was. Danielle and Shane are official. I thought that Danielle looked a bit like she'd had Botox. Her forehead looked a bit tight. But isn't she only like 23 or something? I don't know. I'm not sure. If you can hear something in the background, it's my cat snoring. So then they showed the final 3 speeches. Jason's speech was so good. When Jason was talking, Morgan had this look on her face like she was thinking about what she was going to say in her speech. Like, if you're English, like there's these TV presenters called Ant and Dec. Like while one's talking, you should always look at the other one's face. It was like that. Like the other one is thinking about what they're going to say next. That's what Morgan was doing. Anyway, Jason's speech was so good. He put Chrissy on blast for not winning any comps and not intermingling, which are 2 very fair criticisms of her game. He said Morgan had an advantage and didn't capitalise on it. Also, very, very true. This was the best. This was like your boy Paul. Such a good speech, not rewarded. Like, why? Why? Oh, a woman's won again. So what? Fuck you. Jason played the best game. He won the vetoes when he had to. Don't get me wrong, he had enough help from America, but he also played the best game of those 3 people. No one can deny it. So why the fuck has Morgan won? You're idiots. Oh, so Jason said, I've been in these BB streets for decades, studying the fundamentals, science and history of this game. Yeah, I've been doing that too. It just means like sitting on the sofa watching TV. And I gave it smoking. I hope you respect the supermarket basement dwellers game. That's good, isn't it? Supermarket basement dwellers. That would make an extremely unwieldy hashtag. It was just so good, his speech. It was so passionate, and you could see like it meant so much to him. Chrissy's speech was crap. Like, Oh, she's like, oh, my people skills are being a waitress. Hold on, weren't you cast for like being a complete cunt to all your customers? I know it was like that was the theme of the restaurant, but still, hardly people skills. And she said she will ugly cry if she wins. Never got the chance. Morgan's speech was like, I have a sibling, and my strategy was to be a non-threat and likeable. That actually paid off in the end. And then, yeah, I've actually written there, Jason won the speech wars, but so did your boy Paul. Should have known. I've also put here, they should never have let Jason get this close to the end. Turns out it didn't matter. Chrissy came out in third. She had some like manky old trainers on. Chrissy said she threw the comps, and she was still going on about comps. She said she wasn't interested in comps. She was more interested in the social aspect of the game. Okay. How many comps do you think she actually threw? Julie was just like, yeah, whatever, bitch. Next. Julie's earrings, I noticed them. They weren't good. And Chrissy said she would have felt awful if she'd won over Jason. No worries then, because you didn't, and Jason didn't either. Chrissy said that her and Whitney bonded over missing their boyfriends. I ain't missing dick. So that was it. And then the winner was announced. It wasn't much further ado, actually, unlike normal. It's a bit annoying because still, like, they're messing about with the format, and that's fine, but they speak to like the old house guests for so long, and we don't get to actually hear from Jason or Morgan, which is really annoying. Like, I would like to know what Jason thought of that at the end. Well, I could tell from his face what he thought of it, but why do we get like 10 minutes interview with Christy and we don't get to hear what Jason and Morgan? It's so annoying. It's so badly done. Imagine if on BBUK, like, Bear wins or whatever the fuck, Ruthless, and you don't even get to hear from your own winner, the person you're giving the money to. You don't even get to hear. Admittedly, Morgan's interview would have been boring as shit. But still, don't you think that's a weird format? Like, so now I've got to go on a podcast as to what Jason had to say. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I would be really interested to hear what Jason has to say after all that, though. Jason, come on my podcast. Every pod I did was virtually supporting you, and you were like most of my photos on my podcast, so, and he follows me on Twitter, so well. Okay, so BBOTT. In conclusion, here are my thoughts on the season as a whole. Not the season, but the format more. I think overall I've really enjoyed it. I wish I could have watched more live feeds, but I just didn't have time. It was a ball ache to watch. The little 10-minute episodes are really annoying. It's actually better just to watch the hour-long episode each week. I really enjoyed watching Jason again. The casting was really good. Jamboree were really good. It was much more interesting casting than normal. America definitely had too much power. Like, fine, give America a bit of power in this format. But the fact that even if you wouldn't HOH, your best friend could still go out is stupid. Like, what's the point? Like, part of Big Brother is the strategy, and if you take all the strategy out, it's pointless. And people go, oh, it's too much like BBUK or whatever. But there's even still a bit of strategy in BBUK, and there was still a bit of strategy in this, but it was not enough. Like, give America an inch and they'll take a fucking mile, as we've seen. I don't know. I just wish that could be tweaked a little bit. Like, America don't need its own vote and to decide who wins, and this and that and the care package. It was just slightly too much. So I hope, what I worry about is that they're going to bring like a lot of this shit into normal BB. The best thing about BB, as we know, is no outside contact, and just them not knowing. The fact they even told them about Trump is kind of annoying in a way, although that was good to watch. So the more outside contact they get, the more it influences the game, the more they get paranoid about how they're perceived and blah, blah, blah. And I know you know all this, but I just hope that doesn't trickle down into the next BB, because I think that would be a shame, because the joy of BB is its purity, and this is like a polluted format, and you don't get the winner you deserve. Mind you didn't get the winner we deserved in normal BB, but you know what I mean. Like, take the good aspects. So take the diary room bit, that was really fun. The comps were crap. Like, the lack of budget was really disappointing. I miss the costumes. I miss all the water everywhere and the walls and the long endurance and all that. Like, I want all that. If I want little crappy cardboard tasks with people with a fucking plastic sword, I can go to BBUK. I want big productions for the tasks from BBUS, not this bullshit. So, yeah, pretty much the only thing I would take with me to normal BB is the diary room sessions. And we already had that on BB UK forever, so, well. Okay, so I just paused and watched a bit of Justin's interview with Julie to see if he was better, but he seemed quite chilled out as usual. I didn't like his roll neck, did not like his slick back hair, especially did not like his Billy Goat gruff beard. Disgusting. It's funny how Justin can look so nice sometimes, then he can just look rank sometimes. Weird, isn't it? I think Justin wasn't bitter towards Jason, but I think with Justin and Jason, and probably Chrissy as well, and probably Morgan actually, they've just been in the house too long. And like everyone's like, oh, Jason's so mean, Jason said this, Jason said that, but if you were locked up in that house and with no cigarettes, you'd probably be a right pissy old cunt as well. I know I would, so you don't know what it's like to be in that situation. You weren't there, man. So give Jason a break. I love Jason. I love Justin as well. So that's pretty much it for my coverage. Celebrity Big Brother UK starts in January. I would tell you the date if I was a professional kind of a person, but I'm not. It's apparently Gold Stars versus All Stars. I think this just means anyone they can get. Anyone who's got the same agent as Emma Willis. Things like that. It looks like it's going to be a right old rabble. I saw people like Katie Hopkins, Perez, that would be good though. Spidey, I've heard, that would be good. Bear, surely we've had enough of Bear for one 12-month period. It's gonna be a car crash. Let's put it that way. Put Austin Armacost in. I love him. It's gonna be a complete car crash, but it will be worth watching. It's only 3 weeks of your time, so you might as well before Big Brother Canada's on. I will be podcasting it. Will I be podcasting it alone? Probably. Maybe I'll get some guests on. Maybe I'll get Jason Roy on. That would be good. Probably not though. I don't even know how to do that, but I would if I could. I'll invite him over. If he'd win the $250,000, he could fly over, but oh well, never mind. Follow me on Twitter, light@VM. Read my book, First Take It Girl. Thanks so much for listening to this, because it's been really experimental doing this on my own. It's been, I don't know if it's any good really. I miss like the rapport of doing it with someone else, and the laughs and stuff. Having to laugh at your own jokes is pretty tragic, and drinking on your own doing a podcast is really sad. I'm no better than a Twitter troll, really. But I still enjoy doing it, and I'll hopefully CBB it'll be more exciting anyway. Bot was good though. I enjoyed it. I hope that they do bring it back, because it was fun. The whole thing was fun, and it's just been a shit year for like the wrong people winning and the wrong things happening. But 2017, it's all gonna be great, apart from the nuclear war and stuff. But until then, have a great year. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. See you on the other side. Bye.
High Five Casino. High Five Casino is the top social casino where the action and real prizes never stop. With all of the hottest games right from Vegas and winnings that go straight to your bank account, get ready for fun spins and big wins. Enjoy free daily rewards and come back to get free coins every 4 hours. Not just once a day like the others. Visit h5c.fun. That's h5c.fun. And have your high five moment today. High Five Casino. High Five Casino is a social casino only. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details.